Hello, Scorpio. Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your small story reading for Scorpio season. Happy birthday. All right, so for these readings, they're different from the monthly big shift readings. Those are general, they're looking at the overall energy for the month. This is really zooming in on a more specific scenario. They're a small story, right? So for these readings, a book jumps off the shelf at me that wants to read a passage to you, that has a passage for you. Do a little bibliomancy, okay? Just choose a random passage, and that is the message for you, Scorpio. So today, and then, for those of you who are new, I will pull some cards, all right, to elaborate on that story for you. I just saw Six of Wands, victory on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. It goes along with what came through. So today we have the plays of Anton Chekhov, all right? And we are reading towards the end of the cherry orchard here. All right. So this person has, just to oversimplify for you, because, we're taking this out of context of the play and applying it to your life. So essentially what has happened is this person, Lopakin, has bought the cherry orchard. Okay, this is a huge deal, huge moment in the play. Here we are. Okay. All right, so we are starting here, and bear with me as I potentially butcher some Russian names here. Great. I did it. I bought it. No, wait, don't go, please. I'm a little mixed up about it. I can't talk yet. We get to the auction, and there's Dragunov all ready and waiting. Leonid Andreevich only had 15,000, so right away, Dragunov raises the bid to 30. That's on top of the balance of the mortgage, so I see what he's up to, and I bid against him. Raise it to 40. He bids 45. I bid 55. See, he was raising by 5, and I doubled him. I raised him 10 each time. Anyway, finally, it's all over. And I got it. 90,000 plus the balance on the mortgage. And now the cherry orchard is mine. Mine! My God, the cherry orchard belongs to me. Tell me I'm drunk. Tell me it's all a dream, that I'm making this up. And don't anybody laugh. My God, if my father and my grandfather could be here now and see this, see me, the boy they beat who went barefoot in winter and never went to school, and see how that poor boy just bought the most beautiful estate in the whole world. I bought the estate where my father and my grandfather slaved away their lives, where they wouldn't even let them in the kitchen. My God, I must be dreaming. I can't believe all this is happening. And he picks up Varya's keys, who used to run the estate. See, she threw away her keys. She knows she isn't running the place anymore. Well, that's all right. That's it. Let's have some music. Come on, I want to hear it. Everybody come watch. Come on and watch what I do. I'm going to chop down every tree in that cherry orchard, every goddamn one of them, and I'm going to develop that land. Watch me. I'm going to do something our children and grandchildren can be proud of. Come on, you musicians, play. Okay, so again, those of you who know the play, we are taking this slightly out of context for the sake of this reading, and what the energy that's coming through this is actually this Six of Wands. Okay, it is this energy of victory for you, Scorpio. It's like it's this moment of finally having done something massive that you never thought in a million years you'd actually be able to pull off. And here you've pulled it off, you've done it. And it's like something that your ancestors can be proud of, and something that is like serious victory in a very public sense, like really very, in fact, I'm taking this card out because it's just like obviously overcoming something in a way that everybody can see. Everyone can see you bought this cherry orchard. All right, it's a very public thing, that public victory that you've worked very hard for, and you've had to bid double and you've had to risk a lot, and finally it's like it happens. and it's dizzying. You know, the energy I'm feeling is just like disbelief and just like justice, honestly. Okay, wow. Okay. Intergenerational, or like justice across multiple lives, you know, it's like, it's that level. It's big. Okay, let's ask the cards. Scorpio. All right, a couple shuffles for you. All right, what's the story? What's the story for Scorpio? Scorpio in Scorpio season. Piggybacking off of the cherry orchard, my God. What's the story for Scorpio? Okay, I'll just show you the cards first. Oh my God. Okay, Page of Pentacles, or the Student of Stones, the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the Chariot. Scorpio. Okay, those of you who've been following my channel for a bit, you may have picked up on this energy with the Seven of Stones in this deck, in the Slow Holler deck. When it comes out, I often see this as like essentially this web of karma that has connected many different pieces, many different stones, if you will, or people, all connected through this web. I've also put it another way and said that it's like a spell. They're all connected through this energy that has been woven through time, you know, and there's like, there's karma to be worked out here or completed in this energy. And to me, and that's like what you've been waiting for. I'm getting this image, you know, with Chekhov, with this Russian viewpoint that Chekhov is writing from. And so many of the plays are about struggle. You know, it's all about this like intense struggle to, you know, the three sisters. Are we ever going to get to Moscow? You know, like, are we ever going to get there? Are we ever going to get to this promised land, this idea? Or are we just going to keep suffering here in struggle and strife and lack of resources and lack of warmth, in the cold, eating scraps, you know, like, is this struggle going to continue? It is that very, you know, and that's where that sort of like nihilist, very wry sense of humor comes from that I love so much in these Chekhovian dramas. Because it's so rooted in a sense of very real pain that it's, at some point you really just have to speak frankly and laugh about it. It's very Scorpionic in that way, this ability to just sort of like glibly look at it and say it and use that sarcasm to break up the doldrums of real struggle. And so that's this energy of waiting that's present with the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for the time to be ripe, waiting for the harvest to be ripe. And let me tell you, Scorpio, that time is now. It's like waiting for this karma or this web or this spell to be broken. This thing that holds all of you in this very, like, you and other souls in this interlocking web that holds you in this very particular pattern or way of being. And there could be the sensation with that your life is stalled until something breaks that, until something moves that forward. And I'm seeing with this in reverse that the time is now, you know, the time for this, the web that has been woven in this particular way that keeps you in place, and quite possibly other people involved in place, other souls, is now dissolving. It's now breaking, and the time for waiting is over. The time to buy the cherry orchard is now. you know, it's like your lucky break essentially comes now. And what I'm seeing with that, which is really interesting, because we have all these stones held in place, and then here we have the student of stones, which is essentially like, you know, page energy is energy of new beginning, learning to work with its element with the mind of a beginner. And so what I'm getting here, we're working in the earth element, dealing with stones, and so it's like total beginner's mind, because there really is, it's like once this karma breaks and you no longer have to stay in this particular position, in this particular pattern, it's like you're free to go anywhere. So there's this new beginning. It's like suddenly you come up, this is the pomegranate indicating the underworld of Persephone. You come up from the underworld, this new being now. You come up from this journey, this deep karmic journey that you've been on, this total new being. And it's like you, as the student, you're learning how to work with the new you. You're learning how to work with this new earth that you find yourself in, this new dimension, this new complete chapter of your life. You know, it's like with the cherry orchard, I'm just imagining like this person who's been through all of this suddenly is the owner of like the most powerful estate in the world. Yeah, that's some student of stones energy. That's like, okay, I have to learn how to run this place, you know? Like I have to learn a whole new way of moving through the world as the owner of the cherry orchard. It's so 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, this sense of like healing intergenerational trauma and like building a strong sense of home where a family can thrive, and like feeling wealth and abundance all around you. And like really, this is a new beginning. New materials to work with. You know, new clay to form into a vessel. You're forming the new container. You're weaving the new web. Now that, imagine all of these stones being shaken loose. And it's like, now what? And it can be totally baffling. I mean, like in the cherry orchard, he's like, am I drunk? I don't have words for what just happened. Let me try to explain it to you. You know, like he's baffled at what just happened, because when you shake loose something that has held you in place for longer than perhaps your conscious human body even really knows. When something like this, a force, has held your soul in place for so long, and suddenly you're shaken loose from that, it can be totally disorienting. It can be like, I literally have no idea what to do with myself if I'm not in this web, if I'm not in this particular way of being, or this particular pattern or habit or cycle. I don't know who I am now. And so you've got to learn, right? The first thing to do is to pick up the fruit. I love this scorpionic underworld energy that's here for you, Scorps. I'm digging it. One step at a time, right? One stone at a time. It's a slower pace here. It's a slower pace when you are coming down to earth. It's one thing at a time, because you can only hold what you have in your hand, you know? Take it slow. Okay, Scorpio, the final card here on this half of the reading is the Chariot, which is just like epically gorgeous for you. This one and their dog are laying in the chariot that is about to take them on a whole new adventure. This is the night before the new adventure. You know, it's like having just got home, just bought the cherry orchard, just fresh from the auction, just bought the cherry orchard, and everyone has gone for the day, and you just pop your pickup open and you park it up high on a hill, and where you can see all of the heavens. And this is the moment before the rest of your life begins. I could cry. This is the moment before, the night before the beginning of the rest of your life, the night before the dawn. The sun rises tomorrow on a completely new life. And so tonight, you savor this moment. The last moment maybe that you have here with just you and your dog, in this place, however that is resonating specifically in your life. Thanking the stars for guiding you here. Suddenly looking up at the stars and seeing the pattern clearly and seeing it all for what it is, and really honoring where you came from. And then tomorrow, you're ready to start your new life. One step at a time, one stone at a time. Okay, wow, Scorpio. All right, so listen, I got a little birthday thing for you, but I am going to continue this reading. Oh, sorry, before I do, I just have to point this out. Unbelievable. The person and their dog, can you see that? The person and their dog. The person and their dog. I just like that through line of they're both up on a high point looking out. Seeing, being seen by others and seeing everything, seeing the new direction and like about to start this new journey in victory. Just like after a really, really long battle. Ugh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, so listen. I'm going to keep pulling cards here. All right, I'm going to get some clarity on what we've got here. See if we can zoom in and get a little more specific on what exactly has been holding you in place and what that's been like for you. What is this victory? What's the catalyst for this victory? What is your cherry orchard, Scorpio? And then like, what is this new direction for you? Where are you going next? Okay. And maybe we'll even ask the cards, like what comes next for you? So if you're interested in that extended, stick around at the end of this reading. There'll be a little clip that gives you a preview of the extended, and if it's continuing to resonate for you and this is your story, you just click the link below. It'll take you right over to Vimeo where you can view that reading instantly. Okay, but first, before you go, Scorpio, I want to give you a little birthday extra card here. Okay, this is the Botanical Major Arcana Tarot by Kevin J. Stanton. I absolutely, hell yeah, the World card, Quince. I mean, I feel like this is it. This is your card. This is what's supposed to come out. The World. The World is the ultimate ending and complete new beginning. This is it. The World is the biggest ending in the tarot. It is the ending of the cycle. The cycle that runs through all of your lifetimes, the cycle that runs through all of your generations in your family, in your bloodline, whatever. This is the ending. This is it. And the complete new beginning. Whoa, I didn't even have to shuffle. This is the card. Lovers underneath that. Just saying. For those of you who find that significant. And then, oh, look. And then also we have Judgment, which is your Plutonian energy. It's the awakening, right? Scorpio, this is some big shit right here. Okay, so again, stick around. There'll be a little preview of that extended. If you're into it, follow me over there. But if not, regardless, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me for this small story. If you haven't already, check out your November shift reading. Okay, I'm gonna link to that somewhere up here. Check out your November shift reading to track how this is playing out in the larger scope for you this month. Okay, happy Scorpio season. I'll talk to you soon. Doing this cycle that's toxic over and over and over, something, we can't stay stagnant in this place, in this trap. It's like something needs to move. And then I felt that lion roar, shake the whole thing loose to get us out. It's like sometimes we have to be in 9 of Wands energy, which is energy of being like totally at the end of your rope in terms of mental, spiritual, emotional, physical fatigue. You have to get to the point where you're so freaking sick of it that you just roar out. That you raise your voice of truth with such a it's Lilith. It is the primal scream. That is what I feel from this energy. This primal no, right? That shakes the whole thing down and frees you, really.